Hello guys, we're going to revisit how to make a pinch bowl and how to make a double pinch pot. And we're going to make a sphere. So those of you that have your clay, that picked up clay from the office, I want you to take it out. You should have a nice block. And this block should be 2 pounds, okay? Now before we do this, I want to just kind of give you guys a little test, okay? So I'm going to put this aside. I have 2 solid balls here, or are they solid? More or less, they're the same size, okay? Now you would never know what which one's hollow and which one's solid, okay? But what you're going to create is you're going to create a solid, I'm sorry, not a solid sphere. You're going to make a hollow sphere, okay? So this is number 1. This is number 2. Which one do you think is hollow? Number 1 or number 2? Okay, so let's take a look. So we'll put that there. Let's go with this one. It looks the same. Let me just cut it. And you're going to notice that this one is hollow, okay? So you can see the seams in there when I put it together. And this is exactly what you guys are going to do. And if you look at it this way, you have two small little pinch pots, 2 small little bowls, okay? So again, we're going to make a sphere. I'm going to put this on the side. I'll use this for another demo. So the first thing I want you to do is you have your 2 pounds. I'm going to divide this in 3. Okay, so I have 1, 2, and 3. That third section, I'm going to cut a little less. I'm going to use this for something else. I'll tell you what this is for later. So you will not use this today. Put it back in your bag, store it, and we'll use that later. The next thing you're going to do with this, if you have clean and brand new clay, all you have to do is turn it into a ball of clay. If you're recycling your clay, you're going to be doing this to your clay. You're going to be slamming it so that you can pack it into a ball, okay? And the reason for doing that is you want to get rid of the air bubbles in there, any air pockets you might have. So again, what you're going to do now is make a solid ball. You want a circle, you want a ball. Remember, circle is the 2-dimensional shape of a sphere. Here we're using form, so we're creating a ball or a sphere. Now that you have that, you want to look at it from above and you want to cut it in half. Okay? So you might have to stand up and look at it so you have a better perspective. And the reason we want to do that is because we want it to be the exact same weight and the exact same size on the other side, okay? So from my angle, this looks right. That looks like it's half. I'm gonna cut straight through. And I have 2 sections that should be more or less the same. They might be off like just a couple of grams or something, okay? It's no big deal. Now remember, when you press it, the bottoms become a little bit flat because I applied some pressure to it, okay? I'm gonna put this on the side. And again, we've done this before, so this is just like a refresher course, okay? I got my little pinch, okay? And all I'm going to do is press all the way around, and I want to have the thickness the same all the way around. Now what I'm doing is I'm pinching and I'm being intentional about my walls being exactly the same thickness. Okay? Now I'm going fast for the sake of this demo, and I've noticed some students they try to do this fast as I'm doing it, and they kind of mess up sometimes. So there's no rush. You want to be able to take your time. But I'm going to pause here. I'm going to kind of speed this up a little bit as I do it. I'm going to forward the speed on the video, and then I'll resume. Okay? Okay, guys, so I'm going to continue. So what I'm going to do is, you've been watching me create these two small pinch bowls, and I've been checking back and forth to see if they're the same size. Okay, at the moment, it looks like a shell, it looks like a hamburger, okay? And in order for me to connect these, I need this to be straight and angular, okay? So again, if I refer back to this one, notice how that's flat. I have to make these two flat so that when I join them, there's not too much. So they kind of, so they stack on top of each other, okay? So again, if you guys recall, I am going to get my pencil or anything that's a marking tool, and I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line so that I can make a straight cut with my knife, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna trim the rim on this. I'm gonna keep my pencil steady. And that's gonna get rid of any high points, and it should make it horizontally leveled with the pinch pot that I'm gonna add, okay? So there's my line. I'm gonna trim that. I'm gonna do the same thing to this. Okay, so now that I have my markings, I'm gonna get my knife. I'm gonna keep a straight, horizontal, even cut all the way through. I'm gonna introduce something new today, which is scoring, which is gonna be the little markings we make on the surface, and then we're gonna add some slip, which is in essence just water. Okay, so there's one. And I'm gonna cut my second one. Now guys, one of the problems that you might encounter is that they might not align. And if this looks easy, don't be disappointed if you don't get it right the first time. It's no big deal, okay? I've done this many times, so I have a little bit more experience than you guys, okay? So here we go. I have my flat angular surfaces, so this should be right, stay right on top, okay? I don't like the form, okay? But I'm gonna try to fix this, okay? First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to score my surface. I'm gonna score my rim, rather. So I'm gonna get a sharpened pencil. You wanna see the lead on that? Okay, I just sharpened this before this demo. And I'm gonna go to town, okay? I'm going to literally scratch this. I'm gonna apply some proper pressure to this. Now, you don't want any score marks that are like this, okay? If you can't see them, if they're not visible, then you need to go back in there and put a little bit of elbow grease, and don't be shy, okay? Be generous with your score marks, go crazy. I'm gonna do this, excuse me, I'm gonna do this to both pinch pots. So there's one. Look how it looks messy, but that's actually how you want it. Oops, excuse the focus. What's going on? Let me try to clear that. Oops, there we go. So here's my score marks, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Now slip, normally in the class, I have a container with muddy water, and that is the recipe for slip. Now because this is clay, if you add water and you let it sit for a little bit, it's gonna turn into mud. So already, I'm looking at my walls and they're not as precise as I want them, but I'm gonna carry on. So here are my 2 scored pieces, okay? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some water. Here's my bowl of water. You could use a sponge. You can use where's my brush? I had a brush somewhere, but it's okay. I'm just gonna dab. I'm gonna dab this. I'm gonna put quite a bit of water. Again, I don't wanna leave any inside, but I wanna make sure that I get a proper amount of water around this, okay? As I'm doing this, I'm noticing that it's getting a little muddy, okay? So I'm gonna place that there. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Add some water to it. Now, let me show you the trick when you put it together, because this is where some students are going to get it a little off. So now I have my 2 pieces, okay? I'm gonna join them. I'm gonna press, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it just a bit. It's like I'm screwing something on, okay? Now as I do that, I press it for about 3 seconds, okay? Now it's joined together. I do not like the form, okay? It looks like a shell, it looks like a hamburger, okay? But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go all the way around. I'm gonna get my thumb, and I'm going to get rid of that seam. Okay, my seam is going to disappear in a minute. And because I have a little bit of that water, it's going to create slip, okay? Now I think I did this fast and I'm not getting the form that I want, okay? So be mindful of that, okay? Now, again, you wanna make sure that that seam is not visible, okay? Notice how I'm shaping this. I want it to be a sphere. And I guess this is a good thing because some of you guys are gonna have this problem where you're not gonna get a perfect, what I call half of an orange. So you can always sculpt it and form it back to something that's a little bit rounder. So all I'm doing right now is cleaning this up. If for some reason let's just say you have a little opening there or a crack, okay? Let's just pretend, because some of you guys are gonna have that. If I have a little section that's cracked or it's popping open, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some score marks in there, okay? And then I'm gonna get my thumb and I'm going to put some of that clay in there, okay? Now guys, as I'm doing this, okay, we're gonna trap air in there, okay? So this will be fine, but if I leave it like this overnight, it might start to crack because the gas that's being created inside is trying to escape. So what I like to do is put a little hole in there, okay? Also, if I were to, I don't have a paddle with me, but if I want to reshape this a little bit, nicer, For example, here, and this is cheating because well, if you have a ruler, you can do the same thing. But if I want to pat this, one of the problems with the air in there is that every time I pat this, I'm going to get a lump over here. Every time I pat that, I'm going to get a lump over here. So that air, I'm just switching it from one area to the other, okay? For that reason, you know, if I have a skewer or if I have a toothpick or something that's thin, I'm going to press, make a hole in there so that the air can come out, okay? It's just a little hole in there. And once I have it nice and round, I could go ahead and cover it again, okay? So again, I'm just getting my ruler here. I'm patting this. And you could use the plastic ruler, I have those too. But the goal of this form is you don't want to see the seam. You want the viewer, whoever it is, to think it's a solid piece of clay. And you want to be as neat about this as possible. Okay? So this is what you do, and again, you're gonna just mold it to be that nice round sphere. Okay? Not as round as I want. I can still play with this, rework it, but I think you guys have enough information to get your sphere started and going. Okay? So a couple of things we covered today is scoring and slipping, and what that entails is you get a pencil or something that's sharp, you scratch two things that you put together, you add a little bit of water, you're gonna put your two pinch pots together, you're gonna turn it, and then you're gonna get rid of that seam, okay? So in any case, I hope this helped. If you guys need some more help, you guys can let me know in class, okay? Other than that, let's get to work.